Hi, it's Tracy here. Today I was thinking of doing an insight page, and I'm just starting on a page that I've already seeded. So this is a journal that I've been working on with a group, a soul conversation course, and yeah, we've just completed it actually. I've got another page that's been seeded here. So I'll just do a quick run through of the pages. This is another page that I've seeded. It's kind of nice to have some seeded pages through your work, so say if there's some wonderful images that you've really liked, but they don't sort of get onto the page, they're a great thing if you have them already set and ready to go. So I've still got some spare pages in here, but today I was going to work on this one here. I often tape a couple of pages together so that I've got a space to put my journaling notes. So just to get started, sometimes I do like to do the line on my work, so I'll do a bit of that. I've got that lovely turquoise colour, and I've got a pink that I really like too. So I thought I'd do a line just to get us started. And I'm sort of wanting to gain some insight at the moment. Sometimes I don't even know what's actually on these pages, and I just start, and then I've got a few extra little bits and pieces to be added later. I've been reading Margaret Weekly's book at the moment about I think it's called So Far From Home, and I've been finding it really interesting around processes that are emerging, and so I'm just allowing this page to emerge. I think there's a lot of value in that, and I'm not going to go so different. I'm actually going to follow what is already there. I think sometimes that's a good way to go. Actually just totally accept what is there. So this page has been created over the 5 or 6 weeks that our group in Whanganui have been getting together. And just sometimes at the end of the session, I've got some lovely colours left, and I just say, I'll just put them here. Otherwise you can end up with all sorts. So yeah, I do love that idea of allowing what is already here to carry on emerging. And this is all coming from sort of new science, which is looking at, instead of being sort of having strategic plans, which doesn't allow for sort of new things to arise, this is actually, going with what is actually there, what the feedback is showing you is there. So like all these pages, it's kind of nice to go in with a bit of a question. So I'm just wondering about next steps. We've really been enjoying ourselves here, and with the courses, and look, there's even some words on this one. It's got freedom, authenticity and adventure, pleasure, passion, and created for you. So I think I've got my answer, haven't I? Pretty beautiful. I mean, straight off, this is starting to look kind of special. So just going to see, I don't know if I can put it on. So I have these extra bits that I was quite keen to put in. There's a bit of an echo. I think they are actually echoes of those. Sometimes don't need to, but it felt like it wanted to go there. Sometimes it's just a bit of drama, you have a bit of, there's a nice path on the back. Well, maybe that's the way it will go. So yeah, this is just all part of SoulPages. I suppose this is a little bit of a page of my own design, really. Sometimes just at the end of a workshop, I will create some of these. It just sort of gathers things together. So that image of a bit of a river is echoed over here. And this way we've also got these words that are on there too. Quite like this golden grey that's there. So I have these beautiful new paints, and they do have some metallic colours in them, which is really nice. Yeah, and it's midwinter here in New Zealand. I suppose the rest of the world is having their midsummer's nights, but we're in midwinter, and yeah, preparing for the longest night. It's been a bit chilly today. You do have these beautiful, glorious sunny days, but then it does seem to cloud over and get a bit colder. And we're also going into the season of Pleiades arising, which we call Matariki here in New Zealand, or the Seven Sisters. So that's sort of just happening at the end of the week, so it all sort of comes together. Yeah, these pages you end up almost like with bits of gifts, really, because just having that kind of message there, freedom, authenticity, adventure, pleasure, passion, and created for you. That's just such a gift. I mean, didn't even realize that was going to be there. So thank you, universe. I've just been listening to Joanna Macy's retelling of the Tibetan prophecy, and I've been finding that quite fascinating. I'm just looking at doing creating a little course around the creative heroine's journey. It's just sort of been coming up a little bit in my mind, and yeah, the Tibetan prophecy is basically talking about that these heroes will arrive and arise as things are emerging. So I find that quite an interesting turn of events. I do think sometimes creativity does have a part to play in all of this. I know there was a Russian explorer and his wife, although they had a lot to do. They went and lived in America, but they went exploring, looking for Shambhala, and he was a beautiful artist. Actually, did thousands of paintings. But actually, I was wondering the whole time, he probably found it. He was painting Shambhala over and over and over again, and so I do think that art is a way to find our way to that beautiful place. We already are there. So, whatever is your modality, do that. Do more of that. We have been talking as a group of the people that we've been working with. There's about 7 of us at the moment, and we are realising, though, at the same time, that although it's wonderful to be doing creative work on our own, but it's when we come together as a group and work alongside others, even though we're sort of dealing with the same topics, but we're always off on our own tangent, that's then when the really interesting work happens, and especially when you don't sort of overthink things. So yeah, I'm just holding that lightly as well, that there is a lot to be said for working creatively with other people. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on that as well, whether you're finding there's something more that happens. And it's not just, I think there's a Sufi mystic said 2 and 2 is 4, but you have to know what and is. I thought that was really interesting. It's the and. It's not just the 2 and 2. The 2 and 2 we know about, but it's the and that we have to really wonder about. So I think I might leave it there, probably put those words in a little bit more. I'm going to let this dry, but it was really just a chance just to touch base and just to see how everybody is. And I keep hearing myself saying that little word and. But yeah. So hope this finds you well, and please do go and have a play and enjoy. Bye.